Happiest of Thursday evenings, Buckeye Nation, Scoot family. What is good? Hope everyone is doing well out there. We doing well. We got a big show, a fun show. Got a special guest we're going to announce in a little bit. But we're gonna kick it off with the usuals. Go ahead and click the like button. Get that out of the way, please. Please, if you have not subscribed, hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell so you get notifications when we go live. Boom. It'll show up on your phone and your timeline, and you can jump right into the show. Listen, I got greedy. Nevada. I know you hear me. I don't care. I'm going to justify it, though. So I got a 1A, 1B, 1C, and an honorable mention for my 9 days until Buckeye football. So y'all going to have to bear with me. So here's my 1A. The one and only David Boston, the beastiest wide receiver you ever seen in your life. This dude, now Jeremiah Smith, like we got guys like Marvin Harrison and Jeremiah Smith. I'm saying back then, this dude was a tank out there. He was a dog. And shout out to my guy Dewan. He said, tell everyone he's my favorite Buckeye receiver and the best I've ever seen his junior year. Yeah, he was a dog. He definitely was a dog. So shout out to David Boston, man. Growing up, great memories of him. And then my 1B, let's see who that going to be. I got Dante Whitner, a.k.a. Dante Hittner. Look at this dude. Don't he look like he would hit you? For those you younger folks out there who ain't hip to Dante Whitner, dog. He was a beast in the NFL, smacking cats from Cleveland. Listen, also, don't you just love the gray sleeves? We need to bring them back permanently. But anyway, Dante Whitner, great player. This is my 1B. And then for my 1C, I got Devin Smith, man. He got that natty in 2014. He was a long ball specialist, a 9-route specialist, just like his jersey. Gotta love Devin Smith. Unappreciated by some, not by me. He is my 1C. That rhyme. You see that? That was good. And my honorable mention. I told you I was getting greedy. Coach Brian Hartline. Let's go, Hart. Let's go. Listen, some of y'all forget Hartline was actually a pretty good player. He had a kick return. Well, actually, Nevada, you answer me when you hop on. It was a punt return. It was a punt return for a TD. He made plays, man. He was sneaky fast. He obviously had a really good NFL career with the Dolphins, and now he is our offensive coordinator and the best wide receiver coach in America. So some great number 9s, and I wanted to shout all of them out. And let's go ahead and bring Nevada in. I want your comments on this, man. What you got on my 1A, 1B, 1C, and honorable mentions?
Well, those are all great number 9s for sure. I mean, David Boston, the greatest pharmaceutically enhanced wide receiver to ever play the game. I'm talking about his blood monitoring. Oh, what are you laughing about right there? But yeah, his muscles had muscles, and his muscles had muscles, and yeah, he was a super freak. And Dante Whitner. I mean, I remember Dante, and he declared early for the draft too, and a lot of people, including myself, were like, "Oh, what's he doing declaring early for the draft? That's kind of a mistake or something." And where did he go, like 5th or 7th or something like that? I mean, he went really high. We're like, "Oh, I guess that's why he went early." Corey Smith, or excuse me, Devin Smith. Yeah, I mean, you don't win without Devin Smith. I mean, he just went off in that championship run, and catching all those Cardell deep shots, and just had a knack for it. He had that special knack to be able to go on those deep ones and track the ball and catch it. And then Brian Hartline, I feel like you're sucking up on the Brian Hartline one there, but I'm okay with that. There's nothing wrong with a little sucking up there, and with 9 days to go. But yeah, he's got big shoes. Underrated receiver at Ohio State, underrated, very productive pro career. And now, like you said, the best assistant coach in college football. So we're really lucky to have him.
Yes, we are. And real quick, before we introduce our guests, remember our super chats go to our pay it forward military first responders. We're going to take care of them because they take care of us. So let me introduce our guests. I'll just start reading some accolades here. Was a team captain in 2012. He's the last Buckeye to return a kickoff for a TD, and it was for 85 yards against the team up north in the shoe. This young man stands third in all-time Ohio State leaders list for kickoff return yards with 1,186 kick return yards and fifth all-time in kickoff return average with 27 yards. His mark of 67 yards per return against Colorado was also good for a school record. He was also nice in basketball. In high school, he was an all-state guy in Pennsylvania. Ladies and gentlemen, this young man right here, Jordan Hall. Let's bring him to the stage. What's up, fam? What's up,
What's
bro?
up? What's up, my brother? I'm happy to be here, man. I'm a fan of what y'all do. Obviously, I'm a fan of the Buckeyes. I'm locked in every weekend. I'm locked in the off season with recruiting.
Yeah.
Like I'm really like I'm from Pittsburgh, so I wasn't born and raised a Ohio State fan. But when Jim Tressel came to the hood with his sweater vest on, came to a hoop game, and that's when I'm like, oh yeah, this is where I need to be. It's the biggest school 3 hours away from Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
And man, I'm happy that I made the decision I made and met the people I met, y'all included. I'm a fan of what y'all do, man, and I'm looking forward to being here the time that I'm here, so I appreciate y'all.
We appreciate you, Nevada, man. I know you're a big Jordan Hall fan.
I huge Jordan Hall, probably the biggest Jordan Hall fan on the internet for sure. And one of my sources loved Jordan Hall, and he would call me after practice and be like, "Jordan just put this spin move on some guy in practice and completely left him standing right there." And when people see this stuff, this guy is so elusive. And yeah, I don't think people remember how good that 2013 team rushing the football averaged 7 yards a carry as a team. And so Jordan, 6.6 yards a carry, tore it up against Buffalo, tore it up against Cal, but he's going up. You got Braxton Miller, you got Carlos Hyde, you got Ezekiel Elliott, Kenny Gate. I mean, you so many guys. Like, that's probably I don't is that the greatest rushing attack in the history of us? I mean, Ohio State's known for rushing the football, but is any team ever rushed it better than the 2013 Ohio State Buckeyes?
Outside of a service academy, I don't think so.
Yeah, and the funny thing is, man, like when we were getting recruited, like me, Carlos, Jamal Berry, rest in peace. I don't know if y'all know, but he passed last year. He was my roommate, one of my closest friends ever.
Yeah.
I was cool with his mother, his sister, and it was just heartbreaking to me, man. That was just like if you watch the kick returns, we did a little handshake every time before they kicked it off. Like that was my guy, man. And it was truly heartbreaking for me to see him go before he needed to go. But
Yeah.
like Carlos Hyde, Rod Smith, Braxton Miller, Kenny Guyton, I was best man in Kenny Guyton's wedding. So like that's my guy. I think a group of us are going to the Ohio State Wisconsin game this year. He's on the coaching staff at Wisconsin with Coach Fick. So we're gonna pop out there, man. And I'm just excited. I appreciate you guys, like Nevada, as you being a fan, bro. I truly appreciate your love. I literally put everything I had into being a Buckeye and making the fans happy, making my family happy, making myself happy, myself being the most important, unselfishly, right? Because I put a lot of pressure on myself. But man, I'm just glad to be here, and like, I'm just glad to be around the fans, man. Y'all are truly the reason I came here. I really wasn't. We're gonna break the ice. I really wasn't an Ohio State fan until I seen Coach Tress in the stands at one of the hoop games, and I came up here and seen 110,000 screaming and
Yeah.
saying, you know what I mean? So it was just like this is the biggest, closest university to my family where they can come to every game. And man, I've met so many people. I've made so many connections. I can make a call and probably do whatever I wanted to do. You know what I mean? So man, I'm just blessed, and I'm truly happy to be here and to have taken the path that I've taken, man. So I appreciate you guys for sure for having me on.
Definitely. Real quick question. Who'd you grow up rooting for?
To be honest, It was North Carolina, man.
Oh,
I had family that lived in North Carolina, in Raleigh and in Chapel Hill, and I forget the exact city, but a little bit around the area. I was down there 4 or 5 times growing up, and
yeah, that makes
obviously
sense.
obviously the colors. And now I just sent my little brother um, a, Instagram post of all their new Jordans that they have in the Carolina blue and white, and bro.
That Carolina blue is fire. I ain't
But
even
if
gonna
you
hold
if
you.
you just going somewhere for unis, I know everybody's happy about Oregon, who we smacked in the Rose Bowl to get back. But man, North Carolina, bro, them colors are, and they got Bill Belichick, and Tom Brady. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
like they I'm excited to see what they do this year, but obviously I'm decked out in Ohio State, so I'm excited about us. I'll be at the game week 1, so
yeah,
I'm excited about what we're going to do this year. I like that we're under the radar a little bit because of the quarterback situation. A lot of seniors, blah 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 blah. But I'm excited, man. I like flying under the radar, and as you know, I'm from Pittsburgh. Same with my Steelers. I like flying under the radar. So we'll see what happens, man. We'll see what happens.
Nevada, you got something for Jordan?
Well, question. I mean, so many questions.
It cut out a little bit on my end.
Yeah, Nevada, you cut out. We can't hear you. Let us know if you need to drop off and come back in. It's all good either way. We'll keep it going. But while he's doing that and getting situated, Jordan, you said you're going to the game. We'll be there as well. So I'm a little salty, man, because I was hoping this game would have been like at least a 3:30, because it's week 1. You want to hit the tailgates, kick it, build up to the game. Ain't nobody trying to go down there at 8:30 in the morning. You know what I'm saying? So I'm a little disappointed about that, but I'm still excited to be in the shoe, man. And there he goes. Let's see if we can get it back in. Hold on.
I'm so back.
There you go. There you
There
go.
he
I'm
is.
sorry.
There he is,
Did you get my question? I said, how good was Terrelle Pryor in high school? Was he
man.
because you're one
No,
of the few people that can say up close and
I'm gonna
personal.
give you. I'm gonna give you the real. Like,
Give me the real.
bro. He was 6'6", 235, ran a 4.3, and he had athletes all around him. Because like a lot of people see me and TP, but we had. I'll show some of my guys some love. Kenny Grant, who ran a 4.3, he played slot slash receiver. I think he's a highway patrol. He's some type of. He's not a city cop, but he's a police now, so he's doing well. Messiah Harris, he was about to go to Cal, I believe, and had like a heart condition. Um, so we had a lot of guys, and we ran a wing T and we ran a spread. So like with TP at quarterback, with all the athletes around him, it was problems for a lot of defenses. So um, I like to say that me and TP carried the offense, but we had a lot of guys, man, and they opened up a lot of things for us. And a lot of people think that they could focus in on us, but then like if they focus in on us too much, then we would just share it to the guys. And if they focus on the whole team, then me and TP would go crazy. So yeah, no, it was crazy, man, having someone like TP. Like you don't, even to this day, from that time till now, you haven't seen someone 6'6", 235, 240 who ran a 4.3. I'm gonna tell y'all a story. So like we used to have something in the summer called we called it physical fitness, right? That was like our summer workouts. We do a track workout, do some conditioning, but run 40s every Friday. Um, so TP came. He came to physical fitness on a Friday, a little late one day, right? So he had on sweatpants, long sleeve dry fit, right? Um, Nike cross trainers, and he came a little late, which he still had to do his punishment, a mile for coming late, right? Like Coach Ritz, who was a great coach, man. We won the state championship my junior year. We lost in the state championship my sophomore year, and then my senior year we lost in the semis. So great coach, but TP came to training, right? Sweatpants, long sleeve, dry fit, shoes untied. Bro, when I tell y'all, he literally bent down, touched his toes for about 5 seconds. He spread his legs, did a little stretch left and right, did the hurler stretch, and then hopped on the line to run his 40, bro. He ran a 4:39, which was the fastest time, and he was there for like 7 minutes before running, right? So, like, bro, TP is just literally a freak. Like when you see him go in the supplemental draft and he got the longest rush in NFL history as a quarterback, like he's truly one of the greatest athletes that we've probably ever seen. And if he came out now, I guarantee he would go first or second round for sure. Because the game has changed so much. You know what I mean? Like if TP would come in like if he was in this 2026 draft, I guarantee he would go first round.
As a
And me,
QB, as a
yes,
QB.
and
Okay,
me and
gotcha.
TP aren't even like we were good friends. We did some real estate deals together, but we really fell off in the last 3 to 4 years. But as an athlete and his work ethic and all the things he brings to the table, man, he truly was blessed by our creator, right? With all the talents, but he truly was a hard worker, man. He was one of the ones that like he would be at my house sometimes in high school at 6 a.m. Like, yeah, we're going to run routes. Like waking me up. This is sophomore year before I'm like I don't have no offers at this time. I'm like just getting into being bought into like, okay, football is gonna be my way out of where I'm from. You know what I mean? So TP, I gotta give TP a lot of love for being one of the ones that motivated me. I've always been a motivated person, but he was just one of the ones who came through and was like, bro, I'm the number one recruit in the nation. You got the talent to be a top recruit in the nation, and he brought me along with him. So I got a lot of love for TP. Even though we're not as close as we used to be, like I appreciate him for so much. And even when we were at Ohio State, bro, we were it was Coach Tress, and like we don't have canes in Pittsburgh. We don't have canes, right? So the
Wow.
first time I got that cane sauce, it was Mike Adams. If y'all remember Mike Adams from
Yeah.
Dublin.
Oh
So
yeah.
so I came on my official, right? I wasn't even with TP. I was with Mike Adams, JB Shugarts, Mike Brewster, like all top linemen in the country when I'm coming in. And I'm coming as an athlete. I don't know if I'm gonna play defense. I don't know if I'm gonna play receiver. I don't know if I'm just gonna be returning. I don't know if I'm special teams. So they took me to Canes. Bro, after the first time I had Canes, that's all I could think about. TP, Coach Tress, Doc Tress, they're like, bro, you can't be eating Canes. Like you the
Right.
scat back. So like you are a scat back. We got Carlos Hyde, Rod Smith. Like you gotta be the one that's able to shake and move. So yeah, man, TP was like, bro, Coach Tress said you can't be eating Canes like you were on your official, blah, blah, blah. So yeah, man, I met some good people, man. The offensive line, they I honestly think they worked harder when I was in, because we had great relationships outside of that. TP, he, I hope everything that's going on with him, everything that's hit the news and the media between him, I hope that people understand, man, that people, no one's perfect and everybody makes mistakes, and um you just got to push through it, man. Everything that happens to you is a learning opportunity or ability to adapt to whatever's happened to you. You can respond two ways, and this is something that Brian Kite and his son taught us when we were there. Urban had him come in, is like it's E plus R equals O, which is event plus response. Above the line response, below the line response equals the outcome. So when an event happens, you can respond above the line or below the line, and that'll produce your above the line or below the line outcome. And that's something that I've took with me in every situation, and I try to use it. You know how life is, sometimes it's just hard to put things into context and you just
Yeah.
don't understand why certain things happen. But
Did we lose Jordan for a second?
Man, we're having technical difficulties today.
Yeah. It's these cell phones. But but
Well, I think first of all, I want to just make a comment. I think Jordan's point about Pryor and today's football is so
yeah.
spot on because I completely agree. I mean, it's amazing how the NFL has completely changed on the idea of the athletic running quarterback in just the past 5 years. I mean, before that, it was I mean, Troy Smith, don't run. You got to show you're a thrower, not just a runner,
Can
and
y'all
blah
hear
blah
me?
blah
Can
blah.
y'all hear me? I'm sorry.
All right, there you
You're
go.
back.
You're
Everybody
back.
hear me?
Yep.
I'm sorry. I'm on my phone and I got a call. I'm sorry.
Oh, you got
Well,
a call?
I was just complimenting you on the fact that I mean, your point about Pryor in today's football and the way that the NFL has changed and embracing the running quarterbacks is so spot on. I think in today he'd be so coveted. I mean, teams would build around him. They'd understand what his capabilities were, and when he played, they just weren't. They weren't ready to kind of accept that. And I mean, you're talking about a guy that was 1,000-yard receiver in the NFL and holds the NFL rushing record for the longest rush by a quarterback. I mean, if that doesn't just scream freaky athlete, I don't know what does. But yeah, he's certainly going through his challenges right now, and we really want to see him kind of come out on the winning side of that and get back in good graces with Ohio State and everything. Because I think his legacy should be one of a great Buckeye, and one of the most truly gifted guys that ever was on the field. And I think it's really a shame that he's not really been embraced and really back with the Buckeyes because I see other guys do it, and I don't understand why Pryor isn't right there because we owe him a lot, and he needs to be part of this community.
Yeah, man, and a lot of people want him to come back. Like when people see me, they're like, "Where's TP at?" Like we love
Right.
TP, and I hit him like, "Bro, like people want to see you. Like people want to see you, bro. You did a lot for here, and even now with the way NIL is and all the things that come along with that, like we did what we did, but like some people got to understand, like when you come from the inner city, like you can't call mom, you can't call dad, like, hey, I need couple $100 for this or a couple $100 for this. But if you got someone that's coming to you like, if you sign 30 photos, we'll give you this. So that's hard coming. Like it's hard to say no to that when you're coming from like the inner city where it's tough to just ask mom and dad for
Yeah.
a couple $100. You know what I mean? So we did what we did and it played out how it played out. And now you see that the NCAA and everybody involved in that is acknowledging that you should be able to make profit from your image or your likeness or whatever they call it nowadays because that's just how it is. No matter if TP went to any school, he's the number one recruit, 6'5", 235, 240, runs a 4.3. So he should be able to at least make a little bit, even if it wasn't what it is now. Like
Yeah.
he should be able to profit a little bit from his likeness and his God-given abilities and all the hard work he put in, which he is one of the hardest workers that I've ever been around. And I've been through Ohio State I was there 5 years, and then I went to Pittsburgh for a year and a half, and I've seen how pro athletes work. I've seen how college athletes work, and TP is one of the hardest workers. No matter what he's doing, he wants to be like. I think he's doing amateur PGA right now, and he's like one of the top amateur PGA golfers right now. So like
Wow.
anything that he does, like
Sheesh.
he's going to be good, and I feel the same way. And I think that goes back to where we're from. Like it's really competitive. I don't care if we're playing chess, checkers, billiards, pool, like we're playing horse. You know what I mean? Like no matter who you play against, where we're from, like they want to win and we want to win too. So I think our environment created the competitive nature that we bring to the table. And TP is truly one of the most competitive people I've ever met. Truly one of the hardest workers I've ever met. We've done some real estate deals, and he kind of went his route. I went my route, but it's nothing but love for TP. And I feel that all of Buckeye Nation should have love for TP, especially now that you see that the way NIL is and the way the SEC has been moving with some of their top recruits and top prospects. And
Yeah.
you see now that NIL is here, like the tables are everything's kind of evening out. Like the Big Ten's evening out with the SEC. The Big
Yeah.
Ten won the last two national titles, so um, we see it for what it is. We see it
Yeah.
for what it is.
For sure, man. And so real quick, I did want to Nevada, you read my mind, bro. Like I was going to say I'm glad to see Claret back. I know, he was troubled and he had some issues, and he's from the, hood inner city. He has a story to tell, and so yes, he did some things that were wrong, but you also can understand the environment he came out of. And the point I'm making is that he made a difference in his life. Okay, he did some things that wasn't right. He'll acknowledge that, but he turned his life around, going across the country, really trying to encourage troubled youth to go the right path. But then beyond that, he is back with the program. And so, with Ryan Day, and Ryan Day had to get with him because Claret, he told you he was very bitter and taking shots on the internet and stuff like that. But he met with Ryan Day and humbled himself and got back into the fold. And so I've been thinking about TP, Jordan, for a minute. It's time. Like, listen, me personally, bro, and we don't even have to go down this path super duper deep. I was never upset with TP because to me, tattoos and trinkets for for trinkets and jerseys or whatever and autographs for tattoos, even though it was against the rules back then, was never egregious to me. It was quite silly to me. And of course, now it's laughed out of the room. It's hilarious that that's an infraction. And so we were going to get to this maybe last and then the Texas preview, but let's go ahead and get into this now. We want to get your thoughts, Nevada, unless you want to say something before Jordan goes in about the current Michigan NCAA sanctions and just kind of comparing to what you guys went through in TACGate and what happened to y'all. And then we can kind of end out the show with our Texas preview and then get to some super chats. Nevada, did you want to say anything before Jordan hopped in?
Well, I just wanted to say one more thing about Pryor and the whole NCAA thing. I mean, he had a chance to really kind of throw the program under the bus. You know what I'm saying? And he didn't. He took it like a man. And like for me, forget all the stuff, man. The fact that I mean, Maurice, with all due respect to MC13, man, he tried to burn the sucker down. You know what I'm saying? And Pryor just ate the cadoodle and just took it and just kind of went along his way
Yeah,
and took
yeah.
the thing. And I mean, for me, I just have mad respect for the guy in terms of doing that. But look, the NCAA has been a tad bit hypocritical. So yeah, Jordan, I don't know how close you've been following the Michigan stuff. But given what you went through, you have a unique perspective on the NCAA and crime and punishment and all the other stuff that they kind of get involved. How did you feel when you saw the punishment? I use air quotes around that handed down to Michigan in this latest scandal.
Okay, let's be clear on this. I think that they were under penalized, right? But you at the same time you got to understand that like Ohio State, you either love Ohio State or you hate Ohio State, and the NCAA, they do not like Ohio State. So let's just call it what it is. They don't like the Ohio State. Let's just call it what it is because at the same time that we got in trouble, I think there was like a yacht issue with the University of Miami. Do y'all remember that?
Yep. Yep.
And I
Yeah.
don't think you heard anything more about that outside of when it first came up and then it was gone, right? So we got a few tattoos, and it wasn't even, to be honest, every tattoo I got, I paid something for. So it wasn't like we got free tattoos, we got discounted tattoos, which
Okay.
What is
let's
that?
just call it what it is. Everything already got served and everything, you know what I mean? We got discounted tattoos. I've never walked into a tattoo parlor or a car dealership and didn't give anything. So um, I think that now that there's a playoff system, they didn't want to put too harsh penalties on them because of like how many teams from the Big Ten could potentially with a 12 team this year. And I think there's been talks about expanding a little bit. Um, I don't see them keeping the team up north out of a playoff position if they were to qualify for that position, right? So I think that played a part. I think the fact that their head coach isn't there anymore when this happened. I think there's a lot of factors that played a part. And when you look at it, like the way I see it, you can't really. penalize the current players for something that they weren't involved in? Because like, do we know that the players they knew that the coaches knew all the calls or whatever the situation was? You know what I mean? Like, do I feel it's right? No. But at the same time, um, I don't know if you can really truly penalize the players with the evidence that's out right now. You know what I mean? Like, do I like them? No. Like, I hate them. Like, I like I truly can't stand the team up north. We fought them. Like, I think there was a video that just came out on social media not too long where I'm front row talking my talk. I had a couple people from where I'm from send me the video. That's how I know, because
Send me
I'm
that
not really.
video.
Yeah,
I
I'm
ain't
not.
seen that. Send me that.
Yeah, no, I'll send it to you on IG, but I'm not really like I'll be on social media. I'll post one or two things and I'll pop off for like a week. You know what I mean? And then I'll pop back on. But I had a couple people send me a video. I'll send it to you, BMO. And yeah, I was front line talking my talk. And I remember that day, Marcus Hall, we're not family. But he said what he had to say that day. And
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, if I see anybody from there, like, ain't no telling what'll happen, because we just truly, it's truly, that's why I think this is the greatest rivalry in sports is because it's real. It's all the way from the coaches to the athletic directors to the players. You know what I mean? Like, we truly do not like each other. And like, we respect each other, but we don't like each other. Like, if someone if someone was in Columbus from the team up north and had a flat, like, I'm riding right past them. Someone else gonna have to get like inflate their tire or give them some gas, because I'm good. I'm good on that. Like, we're you shouldn't have drove here not knowing that your car is right. You know what I mean? So that's really how we take it. And I think you saw Jeremiah Smith's latest quote, like,
Yeah. Yeah.
I truly hate them. And he's experienced losses. No, this is second year. So he experienced the losses first year. You know what I mean? So I've been blessed enough to have a couple wins against them, only one loss. And I hope we can get back to that trend, because we truly, like, especially this past year, man, I was so upset. But I was so upset I was so upset. Like, y'all don't even
Oh,
understand,
I
man.
was
Like,
there.
I
We
was,
were
bruh.
there. It was
I
bad.
was I was so upset we lost to them. My whole family, like like, the house was quiet for 2 hours after that game. So, you know what I mean? Like, we truly, like, we gotta win. And that's one thing, like, when I talk to the current players, I'm just telling them, like, the main thing that I tell them is, like, it's bigger than you, bro. Because we're recruiting a lot of, like, when I was there, Coach Tress did a lot of in-state recruiting, and then, like, surrounding cities were recruiting, and Coach Day and those guys, they do a great job. They're kind of expanding out a little more, which Coach Tress did, but I feel like he kind of focused more on Ohio, right? So when I talk to these guys, I see them when I'm out and about or whatever, and I just tell these guys, like, it's bigger than you, bro. Like, you may fit, like, as much as it hurts you if y'all take a loss to anybody, not even just the team up north. You take a loss to anybody, like, it hurts everybody that's went there, everybody that's been fans there, probably you too as well. Like, a loss really hurts your whole week when you're a Ohio State fan. So, like, we're not good until we get that win the next Saturday. You know what I mean? So that's what
Yeah.
I try to tell them, is especially the out of state guys that's not in this region, like the Texas guys, the Cali guys, the Florida guys. I just try to let them know, like, bro, it's bigger. It's so much bigger than you that you won't understand until something happens. So that's the only thing I try to push. I know Coach Day is doing a great job. He has great position coaches, and um, like, I'm excited for what we're going to bring to the table this year, and I'm glad that we're flying under the radar. And I'm just excited for the season. I'll be at the Texas game, and I can't wait, man. I just can't wait. I
Yeah.
love when we're flying under the radar. And y'all don't know, y'all might be Cleveland or Bengals fans, but I'm a Pittsburgh fan coming from Pittsburgh, and I love where we're at right now. I love where we're at.
Yeah, yeah, I hear you, man. Real quick. So listen, I feel you what you said about it sucks for current players to get hit for something they didn't do. So just kind of, on the flip side, Braxton Miller, Zach Bourne, Ryan Shazier. I can go on Christian Bryant. Those
Yeah,
dudes lost a national champ. They would have beat Notre Dame in the
bro.
national championship, but they got stroked with a bowl ban because of. So I guess my thing is, like, I hear you and I agree in principle, but it's just like, what about Ohio State? What about other schools, USC, that got popped because of the Reggie Bush stuff? So it's just like, just specifically with this whole thing, because we followed this sanction stuff like to a T. We bylaws, everything. We could see what was coming, which was failure to monitor aggravated with repeat offender. Like we nailed that. All of history in the NCAA, Jordan, every time that has occurred, multi-season bowl ban has come with that, and vacated wins usually. So it's just like Michigan just got lucky that, oh, it's a new day in the NCAA. Like, nah, like, come on, dog. This is, to me, this was not tattoos. This was not a $500 envelope handed to Troy Smith. This is on-field cheating affecting games. And if you're gonna crack anybody for multi-year bowl ban and the hammer, it's them. So I was a little frustrated with that, even thinking about y'all, just thinking about the Buckeyes and what y'all had to deal with. So I just wanted to say that. But
Well, let me
Nevada,
ask.
did you want to
Jordan.
go ahead?
Well, yeah, Jordan. I got a question for you, Jordan. Just you play both ways. Just say you're on defense. If you know it's a run or a pass, is that an advantage for you as a defensive player?
Absolutely, bro. And BMO, bro, I'm with you. I'm with
Yeah,
you, but you got to understand, like, Michigan. I don't even want to say their name. The team up north ain't us. They ain't us. If that's us, I
we
guarantee,
get cracked
bro,
if
I
it's us,
guarantee we get
straight up.
smacked. The whole
Yes.
season, the whole season's gone. Like every win's gone. That's just something that you gotta, like. I'm not saying it's cool. I'm not saying it's fair. I'm not saying it was right.
Yeah,
But
it's reality.
coming to Ohio State, bro, we're different than everybody else. And that's one thing you gotta realize. Like, yeah, are the penalties minor? And they should have been more, absolutely, but bro, they're not us. They're not us. Like, they're really not. And even when I was at Ohio State, bro, there's people trying to ding us for so much stuff that never really hit the media. Like, there was a lot of stuff going on that um our compliance and our team just did a good job of protecting us, because like people are trying to attack Ohio State or do, because they know, like, writers, okay, just the media, anything Ohio State's gonna get views, right?
Yep.
Cool. So anything above the media, like outside of that, is gonna get views, right? A lot of the things nowadays are about views or
Yep.
traffic, or and if Ohio State's involved, you already know just our fans are going to tune in, and then our haters are going to tune in, and
Oh
then
yeah.
college fans are going to tune in. So anything Ohio State, you just got to understand that it's going to be magnified, because you're at Ohio State, the Ohio State, and that's why it's the, right. Like, that's something that you got to understand. Like, coming to the Ohio State is different than going to the team up north, even though they just won a championship a couple years and got the best of us the last couple years. But at the end of the day, everybody knows who is the creme de la creme of the Big Ten. Everybody knows who's a top five school in the country every year. Like, everybody knows, man. And that's what you gotta, that's what you just gotta, like, is it right? No. Like, should their wins be vacated? Yes. Should did they actually affected the game, like the actual game, multiple games. So, like, should they be penalized? Yes, but they're not us. So that's one thing you got to understand, is they're just not us. Because if that's us, we're getting smacked. Like, they may take wins from the season before this season if we were doing what they were doing. You know what I mean? Like, that's one thing you got to understand. So that's how I see it. Like, they're just not us. Like, okay, they got a they got a natty with an asterisk beside it, and who knows how long that's been going on. The last couple wins they got against us, but the thing is, it's 20. Like, we have a season this year, and I feel that Coach Day and his staff and the players, they're gonna do everything they got to do to get the dub this year, man. I think that the last couple years we didn't really play the game that we play. I think we tried to play into whatever. And I think this year, after Coach Day we took that L and then bounced back. I think he kind of grown into himself, right? You know that if you know what I mean. Like I feel like when he got past the team from Coach Meyer and the first couple years, now he has like his recruits for however many years. You know what I mean? I think he's kind of this. I think this Natty win kind of let him flex his muscles almost. You know what I mean? I think he's gonna go into the season and I feel like this win and bouncing back and getting the team to buy in, and I think that's going to go a long way for the next couple years. That's how I feel, because it's hard for like, bro. He had a lot of pressure after that loss.
Yeah, he did.
People were saying like, get him out of here, bring Coach Saban. I seen in her. I might have posted. Y'all might have seen me post some crazy things, but at the end of the day, man, if the players I feel like a lot of the players they came back for Coach Day. They wanted to prove that they are who they say they are. He is who he says he is, and I think that's going to give us momentum into next year. And I think, man, I think their run's over. We went on a 8-9 game, right? 8-9 games.
8 games.
Yeah, they got 4 right now. 4 5.
4-ish.
Or
3. We'll call it 3.
They cheated.
We'll call it 3.
4-ish.
So, but no, man, I think this year, I think he's really going to just play his game and coach the way he coaches and let his players do what they do. And instead of just trying to run the ball all the time, like that's like we can do that, but like we got 5 stars outside.
Yeah, it's
Like
crazy.
the last couple years and the next couple years. You know what I mean? So I think he's I think it's just going to be him this year instead of trying to play into we're more physical than you or we're more this than you. I think this year will be the year where he just kind of goes into it like I'm Coach Day. This is my team. This is my players, and just do what he does. You know what I mean? And coach the way he coaches and understand the team that he has and how we can be the most effective. So that's how I see it. I think the last couple years he played into their game instead of playing our game, and that kind of took us away from the victories, honestly. And I think we're over that. And I think this is the last year, and I'm going to be talking the biggest. Can I cuss on here? I'm like
Just say ish.
I'm going to talk the biggest ish, the biggest ish after we get this done for sure.
Yeah, and I missed a little bit. I don't know what the heck happened. I think it's storming where I'm at, and the internet went out. But I missed the beginning of the question, but the answer kind of gives me context on that. But yeah, I've been saying, Jordan, I've been telling the people in the show that Day now has that Bruce Leroy glow after winning that title. I agree with you. Hearing the tail end of what you said, you could tell he has a confidence and a swagger about him. And I think he's learned some valuable lessons. And so remember his first game in 2019 up in Ann Arbor, we blew them out. He went up there fearless with a new quarterback that he recruited, Justin Fields. Because they try to say, well, you had Urban's players. Well, no, he had to go get a quarterback and he had to go hire a defensive coordinator. That was his doing. And so, and then not only that, you still have to coach the players. So anyway, I feel like he's going to go up there on some 2019 this year and kind of recapture that. Because you're right, but we had no business losing that game in the shoe. But I do believe the cheating years that really kind of defeated him and got in his head, and he just overthought it and and wasn't himself fully, like you said. So anyway, Nevada, did you have anything? I know we need to get to the Texas, get Jordan's thoughts on Texas.
Yeah, no, but I totally agree. I think I've been saying the exact same thing. I think the national championship been liberated for Ryan Day, and I think he's going to come. I think he's going to coach differently. I think he's going to administer differently. I think everything about him, and I can tell already, even in his press conferences, he is definitely different. He's the guy that's got that 10,000-pound grill off his back. So
for sure,
hopefully we see him take it out on them in Ann Arbor this year.
And another thing before we move on to Texas is, bro, we got some dogs. hungry, ready to hop on the field, bro.
Yeah.
This might be the most athletic linebacker crew that I've seen since
Yes. Talk about it. Yes.
Sonny Styles, Orville, CJ moving them to DN. Like, bro, I honestly feel like, man, I can't. I'm just excited to see our team this year, man. And then we got Caleb. We got, like, our defense. Like, I cannot wait to see us. I can't wait to see Julian. Julian, you got to understand. I'm a big Nick Saban fan. Just respect, out of respect, right?
Yeah.
You
For
got to
sure.
understand that he's the last quarterback that Nick Saban recruited, 5-star, #1 quarterback coming out, right? So
Right.
he's not a bum. So when Saban left, he came here, and now it's his time. So, and he's not freshman years. He got a couple years in the system. So I'm excited. I think he's gonna ball out. I think I saw Jeremiah's interview where he's like, "Oh no," even when they were doing the competition, "Oh no, Julian's gonna be our quarterback." You know what I mean? So like,
Yeah.
I'm just excited for us, man. I think our defense is going to be top 5 again. I think our offense will be potentially as good as last year. I'm just excited to see what we bring to the table, man. Our defense is athletic, is super athletic, and that's like, I feel like we have a true. I don't want to give too much respect to the SEC, but I feel like we have a true SEC defense with a powerful offense and great coaches, and the players are bought in. And the main thing is just getting the players bought in, and I think they're super bought in, and they want to repeat. They don't want to live off last year, and that's a great thing. Like, they want to go back to back. It's not like, yeah, we're defending the title. It's like we're trying to go back to back.
Yeah.
We want to be the first team at Ohio State history to go back to back, and I think that's being pushed majorly. And I'm truly excited. I think we're going to surprise a lot of people with what we bring to the table this year, man. So I'm excited for game 1 for sure.
Jordan, do you know who Paul Feinbaum is?
Who? Oh yeah,
He-
yeah.
Did you hear what he said? He said it's not going to be close. He said he doesn't think it's going to be close. Texas is going to come in here and beat us soundly. He all but said blow us out, basically.
You know what's funny about that? I don't think he ever played a down of Division 1
He
football.
has it.
So like he's a SEC, he's a big SEC guy and cool.
Yeah.
But like, come on, bro. What's giving you the power to say that? They're giving Arch Manning the same. They're giving him so much respect because of his bloodline, but he didn't start over Quinn Ewers, who went in the 6th or 7th round.
Fair
So
point.
I'm just like, bro, if he's that good, you're putting him on the field. Did he play a snap in the semis when we played him?
He got in for like a 4th down and then got concussed when he
Right,
got hit
right.
hard
So
by
like,
Lathan,
bro,
I think Lathan Ransom. I'm not sure, but
I understand he's not the starter, but if he's that good,
right.
why is your 7th round, 6th, 7th round keeping him off the field?
Yep.
So we'll see. We'll see. Like, I'm not a hater. I hope he does well. He has a good bloodline, but we'll see, man. I know coming to the shoe with some hungry dogs is not going to be easy. So we'll see, and everybody will hear me talking my cash the whole game, and I'm gonna try to make sure he hears me. So we'll see, man. I don't think, like, they're putting him in the Heisman race, and he, like, come on, bro. That's like us putting Julian in the Heisman race. I just don't understand. Like, you got to show and prove at this level. So does he have the genetics and the genes and the bloodline? Of course, but we still got to see him on the field and coming to the shoe, which they were scared of the night game. But coming to the shoe even at noon, like, I'm off 8th and High right now, so I'll be there at 8 a.m. and we're gonna be turned just like everybody else, and
Yeah,
it's gonna
man.
be loud, noon or not, so they can hide and run all they want, but it's gonna be loud,
go.
and we gonna be ready, man. Like, we protect the shoe. I don't know I think it was Oregon
Yeah.
a couple years ago that came in and beat us, which we didn't play our best game, and yeah, so I'm excited, man. I just think we're going to bring a lot to the table that people aren't expecting, and I hope we beat the brakes off these guys, man.
That
I
would be
truly
beautiful.
do. I truly do.
Nevada, you got anything for Jordan?
Well, I mean, 'cause so much. Look, we could do 4 hours just with questions for Jordan or something like that. But no, I'm feeding off the energy, man. I'm ready. I'm going to be at the
Same.
game as well. I mean, I think the only question that I have is Jordan, if there's a basketball one-on-one B Moses versus Jordan Hall, who wins the game?
All I'm saying is make sure you got a hand up, cause if you ain't got a hand up, that it's water. It's water. I'm just letting you know. I'm just letting you know. Y'all probably did a little bit of your background and history, but yeah, if you ain't got a hand up, it's man down, hand down, or
Hey,
hand down, man down. Like Mark Jackson say. That's all I'm gonna say
listen,
about that.
I will certainly use my height advantage to make sure you don't get off on me, and I'm backing you down on that block every single time.
Yeah, no,
And we'll
man.
have some fun. But no, that's funny, man. Nevada always trying to sneak a b-ball reference.
No, man, and hoops was my first love, bro. I honestly, my doctor in sixth, seventh grade told me I was gonna be 6'1", 6'2".
Mm.
We stopped at 5'9", so we had to do what we had to do. But
Yeah.
we were all state the 2 years in PA, which Philly. We played a Philly team in the state championship, and um, we did what we did, man. I don't know, bro. I'm just like I'm blessed to just be on the path that I'm on,
Yeah.
be blessed with the talents that I was given as a little guy, right? Like a lot of people thought I was going to come to Ohio State and just be a returner or whatever the case was, and I got the chance to compete with Carlos Hyde, Jamal Berry, rest in peace,
Yeah.
Carlos Hyde, Zach Bourne, and then a lot like the class before me, I think was one or two in the country. My class was one or two in the country. So I came in with some guys that were really like Jamal. I think Jamal was the third back in the country, and Los was a fullback, like the number two fullback, 4 and 5 stars. So man, I was just blessed to be around those guys, and they made me better. And every day that we came to practice, I competed, man, and I just wanted to be as good as I could be. And my late father, who passed a year and a half ago, he just instilled that in me, man. Just to like you are that. No matter who, how big, how fast, how strong, like it don't matter. You were blessed with the things God gave you, and I'm just blessed to be in the situation I'm in, man. To meet the people I met, to go to the university I went to, and even talking to you guys, man. I follow your page, and I'm a big fan of what y'all do. And B Moses will tell you, like, I'm trying to, like, I'm looking forward to coming back on here, man. So I appreciate you guys for sure.
Yeah. And listen, we appreciate you, man. And my condolences to your father, man. You know, losing your father, bro. Like I know it's tough losing a parent. Lost my mom
So
4 years ago. It still stings. So my heart is with you on that, brother. But I wanted to also say that the attribute you said that he instilled in you, we saw it on the field, man. Yeah, you're not 6'4", 230, but bro, you played like it, like like straight up, like
yeah,
respect, bro. You were tough. You were physical. You were not afraid of contact. Obviously, you were quick, nimble, all of that. But I always respected your physicality, especially for your size and your willingness to stick your face in there. And so I wanted to say that. But one other thing I wanted to ask you real quick: how does it feel, Jordan? This is Ohio. This is the Ohio State University, bro. This is
facts.
the Buckeyes. How does it feel to be the last man to return a kick for a TD for Ohio State? Like, how does that make you feel?
Bro, so I do construction project management slash sales, right? So I come across a lot of Ohio State fans,
Yeah,
and that's probably the thing that they bring up the most. Like, yeah, I
yeah,
heard that you're the last person to return a kick on the whatever radio or show, right? So honestly, man, with the talent that comes through Ohio State, like I hope we get more kick returns. Like,
yeah,
you know what I mean? But at the same time, I'm just truly blessed to have the opportunity to play at this university. Um, like I'm like, bro, like you guys don't understand. I was 4 or 5 years old, right? And like I want to play Division 1. I want to play pro. You know what I mean? Like it's been a goal for me since I was 4 or 5. I knew what I wanted to do. Right. So man, honestly, it's just a blessing to be able to have a coach like Jim Tress come to the hood in his sweater vest, sitting in the stands watching me hoop though. You know what I mean? So like I'm just like honestly, man, I'm just blessed. I'm 5'9". I was 180 coming out of high school. I played at 200, 205, so I did put on Coach Mick. Shout out Coach Mick. That's one of them.
Oh
And
yeah.
Coach Lick. That's one of them. Those are two of my guys. And Coach Mick is from Ambridge, right outside of Pittsburgh. So that's my guy. We used to put in extra all the time. He'd meet me at 5 a.m. He'd stay after with me, whatever I wanted to do, speed training, strength training. So he really helped me get to where I needed to get my last couple years. So man, honestly, it's just a blessing um to be able to come to a school like this, bro. I'm just like I can't even sometimes I still don't even realize how big that is coming from where I come from to come to a school like this. Like my older brother and my mother, like they always tell me like I'm so proud of you, I'm this, I'm that, I'm this. Like, but to me, like I feel like I should have been in my head, I should have been top 5 rushing, top 5 TDs, kick return, playing
Right.
receiver. Like I feel like I should have done more, which that just wasn't the way the cards were dealt for me. And I think honestly, bro, I think the reason I came to Ohio State was to get that platform and to meet the people I met and to use that platform to take it to another level
Yeah.
longer. Because like running backs 3 years in the NFL, right?
Yep.
And
Pretty
then
much.
and especially someone smaller like me, like probably 1.5, 2 years. I didn't even get that far. So I think coming to Ohio State was just a stepping stone into what I'm doing and the people I can affect and the camps I do and the speed training and agility training with kids. And um, honestly, man, it's just a blessing, bro. I can call I have a phone number to do probably whatever I want to do, or at least have an avenue to do whatever I want to do.
Right.
So it's just a blessing, man. I'm just blessed to have the opportunity to play for Coach Tress, play for Coach Meyer, go to a university like Ohio State, have a financial management degree from Ohio State, which I don't use, but my mother always told me, like, do something where you can fall back on it at least. If things don't
Right.
work out the way you want to work out. A lot of guys did communications or did African American studies. I chose finance. And here we are, man. I'm just glad to be where I'm at, do what I've done, and do I wish I'd done more? Yes, but at the end of the day, the cards were dealt the way they were meant to be dealt, and we're doing what we got to do now.
For sure, man. Nevada, did you have something?
Well, no, just I mean, Jordan literally was one of my favorite players, and like I said, I followed
Well, I
Ohio State
appreciate you,
football
brother.
since I was like little, and I'm talking about through the '70s, through the '80s, and Jordan Hall, number 7, was like one of my favorite players. I just loved watching you run the football. I
Yeah,
loved, and I thought that had you been the bell cow, that you could have, and there's no reason you couldn't have gone 1,500 in a season or 1,800 in a season, but you just had the misfortune of being on a team with Carlos Hyde and Ezekiel Elliott and Dodger Wilson, and I mean, just a embarrassment of riches in terms of the running backs. But you just played with a joy that I loved watching, and certainly one of the most unsung players at Ohio State, but certainly not remembered by guys like me and by a lot of Ohio State fans. So we're just really grateful that you came out from Jeanette, became a Buckeye, and now you're a Buckeye for life, and part of the family, and we're just so grateful that you are.
yeah, man. I appreciate that so much, bro. I've literally like I don't know if y'all know the game called Rough Up and Tumble. Did y'all ever hear of that?
We called it
Yeah.
something different here in Columbus. I can't say on the
Okay.
air.
Okay.
Smear
So
the something, but go
oh,
ahead.
okay. So like that's what I've been doing since we were 4 or 5 years old. Like literally at the park, and like we love football where I'm from. Like if you look at Western PA, like we love football, and we actually have a lot of people that came from Western Pennsylvania and is playing in the league or played in the league. And that's just why, like, we love football. Like, we love football. And we like rough up. I don't know if you know, but it's however many people. You throw the ball in the air, whoever catches it, you run and don't get tackled.
Yep.
And like it don't matter. It's not 11 people on defense. It could be 20. It depends how many people was there that day or how many
Oh
people
yeah.
was still out when the street lights come on. So that's what we did, man. That's like we played rough up and then we hooped. And that's it.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So like we
Same.
know football and basketball and that's it. Like there's no other way. Like we're not like dumb. Like we're cool in school, but like basketball or football is going to take us to the next level. Like we're not going to go nowhere off of just academics. Where I'm from, at least. Like,
Yeah.
could we? Yeah, but we're trying to play ball, and that was our avenue out. And um, I'm just happy to be where I'm at, man. I've been in Columbus since I graduated from there, and I'm still here. A lot of people don't know that because I'll be kind of under the radar. That's I was telling B Moses that I'm trying to get a little, you know what I mean, just a little more out there, whether it's helping with kids or popping on here a little more or whatever the case may be. Man, I'm just trying to get my wisdom of the game and the things I've learned out to more people and just give back to the game to help me get where I'm at. Because honestly, if it wasn't for football, who knows where I would be? Honestly, like
Yeah.
seriously, like if it wasn't for football, I probably wouldn't be like we probably wouldn't be on this podcast. We definitely would. We for sure wouldn't be on this podcast right now. So I'm just grateful to the game, and I'm trying to give back the ways I can. I try to do summer camps with kids, speed training, agility training. Um, it's tough when I have my own 6-year-old, and um, I do what I do, but so we kind of got away from that a little bit. But if someone were to reach out, if any kids or parents are hearing this, and you want your your child to work with someone that played ball or did this or knows this, always feel free to reach out, man. I'm always willing to help. Um, I love helping people achieve their goals, and even if it's not even training, it's just questions or whatever the case may be. Always feel free to reach out. If I don't got the answer, I know a lot of people that played ball or currently playing ball that could probably get the answer for you. So always feel free to reach out. I'm on Twitter. I'm on Instagram. I'm on Facebook. I'm on pretty much all social medias. Just always feel free to reach out. Just let me know where you're at, where you're from, and what you're looking for, and we'll make sure we get you what you need.
Yeah, man, and we'll definitely have you back on here. It's a long season coming up, man. So we would love to have you back on at some point to break down a game or give your thoughts on a matchup, whatever. So that's nothing. But also, if you get back into the strength training and the speed train, anything, and you want us to promote it, dog, I got you. You know what I'm saying? We'll talk about it, promote it, point people to your socials so they can get connected, all of that. So just let me know once you get
Sure.
that jumping again. But we got like Nevada, we only got like 3 super chats. We can knock those out. I think Jordan, some of these questions you might want to kind of give your opinion on as well. But Nevada, did you have anything before we did that?
No, not yeah. Like I said, any way we can help out, any way we can get the yeah. I appreciate the ex players that are kind of taking advantage of the Buckeye Network. That's one of
Yes.
the advantages of being here, man. It's like it's life after football. Like you said, the life of a football player comes and goes and ends pretty quickly. But life as a former Buckeye, as a former great Buckeye
Never.
like Joel, man, that goes on forever, man. That never ends. So we're
Yeah,
here
and
to help that out.
bro. And before we get into the super chat, it's honestly crazy because like I feel like a normal. I've always felt like a normal person. Like when people come up to me, like even when I was playing, like yeah, Jordan, oh number 7, I love number 2, whatever, I love you. Like I'm just like, all right, cool. It's never been a big deal to me because like it's ball. That's what I've been doing since I was 5, right?
Yeah.
Um, so like I honestly just appreciate Buckeye Nation. Like, if whoever's listening, I appreciate you guys so much. You made me feel bigger than I truly was. But I'm just like you. We're just like you. We just happen to be put on the path that we were put on, and um, we're doing the same thing that you do in your life. It's just we're on this stage for whatever reason, and um, I'm just grateful, man. I'm truly grateful to have this opportunity to go here and all the connections I've met, all the people I've met, even you, like you guys. I probably wouldn't meet you, Nevada. I appreciate you being a big fan. I'm honored by that. I'm humbled by that. Uh, Cause man, we truly we put in a lot of work. Like everybody that's on the field, like I know that things go on. We truly put in a lot of work to put on the best show for you guys, and
Yeah.
obviously it's for us too. But at the end of the day, it's really for you guys. We want to make you guys proud, and I just truly appreciate you guys being fans, and um, buying into the team and doing what you do to get the word out and spread positivity about the Buckeyes, man. I truly appreciate you guys, and I know the other guys do too.
Definitely. Definitely, man. You definitely provided a lot of memories for a lot of not just kids, but just people in general, man. So you're definitely appreciated. Speaking of memories, Ro, thanks for the 4.99. Who was your favorite wideout during that era of David Boston, Joey
Joey got
Galloway, and Terry Glenn?
it. Oh,
So here's the thing, bro. Listen, I was a fan of in the 90s, I was a teenager. So I'm just eyes wide open, like, yo, I mean, I love all these guys, but I'm probably gonna have to lean towards Joey Galloway, Terry Glenn, like neck and neck of my because the speed. I mean, David
yeah.
Boston was a house out there. He was dope. I love David Boston. But Joey Galloway and Terry Glenn speed, I'll never forget watching the Notre Dame game when Regis Philbin was getting interviewed, and this cat took a dig to the route to the house for 70. I was just like, "Are you kidding?" And he's from Columbus, from inner city Columbus, like I am, and
Yep.
so I'm gonna go with Terry Glenn, with Joey Galloway, and David Boston. But that's like saying Bentley, Bugatti, or Rari. Which one?
No facts.
So
And
Nevada or Jordan, go ahead.
it just depends what you want. Like if you want a big guy, physical guy, then you want David Boston out there. If you want speed and agility and route running and all the things that come with that, then you want the other guys. And for me, I want some speed out there. I want safeties backed up because then we got the run game. You know what I mean? So
Yep.
I want speed on the outside on both sides. So I want Joey Galloway on this side, Terry Glenn on this side. If we're talking about these three, right?
Yeah.
But don't get me started on who like my top Buckeyes, how I feel my team, because we'll really get crazy. But yeah, no, I want some speed out there, and shout out to David Boston. I think Chris Olave and Emeka just passed. They both passed him for most
Mm-hmm.
receptions, right?
Yeah.
So shout out to him, one of the Ohio State greats. But when I say this, no disrespect, D Boss, I need Joey and Terry out there on both sides. I like speed.
Let's see what Nevada has to say. Is he going to break the tie?
Well, now you got to remember, I was at the Rose Bowl, the famous Jake the Snake Rose Bowl, when Joe
Yes.
Germain went to David. Here's a funny story. I was sitting next to Big Daddy Dan Wilkinson at the
Oh,
game, and so when they threw the touchdown pass to David Boston, and he did the famous kind of his strut into the end zone for the touchdown. Big Daddy picked me up under one arm and shook me like a small child. That's
Yeah,
I was like,
yeah.
he just picked me up, and he was saying like I didn't know him, I didn't know anything, but he picked me up and literally like launched me up in the air. He was so
Wow.
excited. But yeah, so David Boston, I'm going to go with that. But that's those are three pretty elite wide receivers right there. But the David Boston strut into the end zone when it looked like we had lost it, and Jake the Snake had pulled that darn thing out in the Rose Bowl. And we hadn't won a Rose Bowl in a long time
Long time.
before that game. I mean, it had been 20 something years,
I
and
think.
to be there and see it, I was like, it was truly humbling being there for sure.
what you going to say, Jordan? You about to say something?
Yeah, no, I think before we won the Rose Bowl against Oregon, I think it was a long time before. I think that was the last win.
You
That
might
might
be
have
Yeah,
been
right.
the last win in the Rose Bowl before us when we beat
yeah.
Oregon.
Yes,
So,
because
so I know because I know it's been a while.
we kept getting taken by Fiesta Bowls and
Yeah,
sugars and yeah, you're right.
yeah.
So that's a good call out. Ro, once again, thanks for the 4.99. Because of Jordan's story about not helping a Michigan flat tire, is it true that Woody Hayes would not let the team bus get gas in Michigan? Nevada, that's you would know that, historian.
Yeah, I mean, no, I mean that's Woody would do. There's same famous thing where he like ran out of gas in Michigan and he pushed the car over the state line into Ohio so he could fill up the thing with gas. I mean, Woody
Facts.
truly hated him, and that's kind of the era that I kind of grew up just naturally hating everything about Michigan, and. I mean, I've got a question for Jordan about that though. There's two factions of the fan base. One faction is I want Michigan to be good every year, and then I want us to beat them at the end, but I want them to be good, and that's good for us. And then there's other people that want Michigan to lose every single game, 100 to nothing, and never be happy and be 0-12. Which one are you? Which are you? Faction A, faction B, or somewhere in between that?
For me, I'd rather them be undefeated when we play them, and
Okay,
we
okay.
we put Belta, you know.
BTA,
That's
BTA.
how I feel because
Yeah.
I want them to be super excited when they're coming into the game and thinking they're going to beat us, and I'd rather that than like they're 2-8 or you know what I mean. Like I feel like we should. I want them to be good. I feel like it's better when they're at least above 500 at least. You know.
Okay.
I'll
Okay.
take that. I'll
But if
take that.
they're ranked, if we're 1 and they're 4 and we beat them, like that's just
Yeah.
icing on the cake for me. So I'd rather them be better than worse. If that answers your question.
Okay. I gotcha.
It's
I
cause
gotcha.
like, do I like them? No. Would I
See,
if they
I'm
lose every game? Would I be mad? No. But I'd
no,
rather
yeah,
them be undefeated than we. You know what I mean? We handle business and then go from there. So that's how I
yeah, I'm
feel.
in the group that never wants them to be happy, but I respect that you have a different view on that. I totally respect
I
it.
respect yours as well. I respect yours as well. But like when I played, when I was there, they weren't good. So it was just like, okay, we're gonna go. Like we're about to blow. Like
Yeah.
we're gonna blow them out. You know what I mean? So when they're good, like I hear a lot of fans. I know a lot of Team Up North fans, and one of my good friends is a Team Up North fan. And like when they think they're gonna beat us and don't, there's nothing better. There is
Yeah, that's a
Yeah,
nothing.
good point.
There is nothing
agree.
better. So like
Yeah,
we need this year. We like we have to beat them.
Yeah.
Like we have
yeah.
to. There's no like I'm going to that one too. We have to beat them. Every game I've been to, we won. So I feel
Oh
like I
yeah.
gotta go. I gotta go.
Get
I've
up
never
into the
been to a Team Up North game since I was done playing. So I feel like I
well,
gotta go.
yeah,
So we
get
get
back up to the
yeah,
big
so we
block,
get it
man,
done.
and get
So
it
we-
going. All
yeah.
right, Quentin, thanks for the 999 score prediction 24-17. Now, is that I'm confused. Is that a
That's gotta be.
horns?
Is
Or is
that a
that
horn? Is
like,
that
are you just saying rock on Buckeyes? I'm trying
I,
to make sure this is
Yeah,
a
like what
Buckeye
you
pick.
on, bro? We this way with it.
Right.
We this way.
So I was
We this.
confused, Quentin. So I don't know if you want to say in the chat. I'm just going to assume you a Buckeye fan. Say, hey, we about to rock this, rock on,
24-17.
and not horns up. So yeah, let's just be charitable with that. But yeah, hey, just win. I don't care if it's by 1 point. I do not care. Just win the game. So that's
Yep.
how I feel about it.
That's all that matters. That's all that matters to me. I don't care if we win on the last play of with 2 seconds left. As long as
Yeah.
we walk out with a dub, hey, a win's a win. Same thing
Yep.
on Madden and CFB 25-26. Like
Yeah.
a win is a win.
Yep.
I don't care. But yeah, man, I feel like honestly, I'm confident. I know Texas will have a strong defense. They got a new quarterback, just like we got a new quarterback, and we'll see. I think a lot of it's gonna come down to the coaching and the game plan and how they put players in position to make plays. That's what it. These big games, man, they come down to how the coaches put players in positions to make plays,
Yeah.
and I think that's going to be a big deal. I think our fans are going to play a part. I think um, it's going to be tough to come to the shoe and win. So I think as long as we don't turn the ball over or beat ourselves, I think we win by -3. I think we win by 3 or more for sure. Close though. I don't think we blow them out. I don't think we blow them out. First game of the season, new
Yeah, me
quarterback.
neither.
Unless they kill themselves. If they turn the ball over 3 times, we could win by 14, 17.
Sure.
But if they don't turn the ball over, we don't turn the ball over. I see it being within a touchdown game. Hook him. He got hook him on here.
Yep. I saw his
Okay.
comment. So he's a
He's
Texas
gonna be
fan.
upset. We
So
ain't
fair
mad.
enough. Fine. That's your prediction. Thanks for the 499. That's your prediction. I think it's going to be a close game, like Jordan said. Protecting the ball, playmakers in position, all of that. Everything he said is just fundamental. It's just true. It's just it. That's just it. It's football. But we're at home. We are at home, and I believe our crowd will be a factor. That was a number one on our top 5 list, Jordan, on our last pod, is the crowd factor. And we're going to all be there. Everybody on this pod going to be there rocking it. So we're going to see, Quentin. We gonna see. I don't know if it's gonna be all right for your Longhorns or not. Nevada, you got anything on that?
Yeah, no, I look. I think it's gonna be it's a great day for college football. BMO's published the latest weather report. Looks like it's gonna be a nice fall, crisp fall
Yeah,
day,
yeah.
and yeah, no, I'm certainly excited for it. And I can tell you, Ohio State coaches are telling the players this game doesn't need to be close. Kind of like they told them before the Oregon game last year, the second Oregon game, or the Rose Bowl game. They're like, guys, I know everybody's saying it's a close game, but this game doesn't need to be close. We can take these guys. We can take Arch Manning out of his comfort zone, and the game doesn't need to be close. So I'm buying into that.
He
Yeah,
said,
for
how
sure.
fast was that being?
Yeah, Jordan, that's for you. A row again. Thanks for the 49. Jordan, how fun was it always being faster than everyone on the field?
All right, I'm going to give you some real truth. I wasn't always the fastest, but I do think I was one of the quickest from side to
Good.
side, in and out of
Yeah.
cuts, blah, 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 blah. My fastest time that I ran laser was only 4:48. So
Holy, that's pretty fast.
I wasn't straight ahead speed the fastest, but in a phone booth, I don't want to be touched. So I
Yeah.
took pride in that. I took pride in that's one thing my pops, rest in peace, always told me is never one person. Never one person bring you down. And I took that to heart. And that's just how, so it may have looked like I was the fastest and I just didn't want to be touched. But I was never the fastest because Braxton was always on the field. Devin Smith was always on the field. Philly Brown was always on the field. Um, Bradley Roby was always on the field on defense, which he was the fastest on our team at that time. To be honest with you, Carlos Hyde ran the same time I ran in the 40, which was crazy because he was like 235.
Yeah.
Um, Jamal Berry ran a 4. Like we had some speed. Lamar Smith ran a 4.3. Devin Smith, like I said, who else? Like we had some speed for sure. So I was never the fastest. I was one of the quickest. I had a big heart, and like I call that's just how we went about our business. But I do appreciate it that I looked the fastest. Ebro.
Yeah. 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 Now, I love that quote by your pops. Never won.
Never
That's
won.
dope. I love that. I'm gonna have to tell my son. I got a 9-year-old son who's he's been in flag and he's looking to transition to pads and all that. And so you obviously, it's a different mindset. And I'm trying to prepare him like, listen, this is different. When you put that equipment on, it's a different world. And so
Yep.
there's an adjustment. But that's a quote I'm going to steal, man. So that's
Yeah, never
dope.
won, man. And honestly, like if he was at every game, and especially in high school, he was at every game. And like if there was a person that tackled me in open field, or one person that I should have made miss or ran through the arm tackle, like I heard about it. So that's something I always took with me, and that's why, like you guys say, like you appreciated the physicality as a smaller guy, and that's just the way that we were raised. Like it's just not one person's not bringing you down, bro. You know what I mean? Like that's just how it is. Like one person's not bringing you down. Like at least get an extra 2, 3 if they hold on to your jersey. You know what I mean? And then let the team come and help bring you down. So that's just that's something that I'm gonna instill in mind as well. It's just one person's not they not doing it, bro. And honestly, it like I would be upset going back to the huddle if one person got me with a shoestring or whatever the case may be, because like, bro, come on, bro. You're too blessed to get brought down in open field by one. That's
Sure.
just how we seen it. So, and my pops, B Mose, I'm gonna send you a video of my pop state championship wrestling. Um, he's one of the greatest wrestlers to ever come out of Pennsylvania, and the footwork and all the
Mm,
things that came with it came from that. I wrestled until 8th grade, then I started hooping and playing football. So wrestling played a big part. And my pops, he was so upset when I stopped wrestling in
mm,
8th grade and started hooping because I didn't want to cut weight no more. And I knew
yeah.
I was playing ball, but it stung him because I used to wrestle with him in practice, and that's
Yeah.
why we were so sharp in wrestling. Our whole family, I come from a wrestling family, and I was really the ones that turned it into a basketball football family. So but yeah, man, that's something you should instill in your 9-year old. I think I met him at the
Yep.
event we were
Yep. You
at.
signed this ball. Yep. That was
Yep,
him.
and And if he want to get some work in, man, I'm always, as long as it's a weekend,
Yeah.
like all I need is a day or two ahead of time, and I can always pop out and give him some work. So just
that's
let me
dope.
know, man.
No, you getting the call?
I think you got a call. I think you got another call.
It's all good. Look, the Texas fan, thanks for the 499 quitting. He said, don't forget last time Texas came to the shoe. Go ahead, Jordan.
Sorry,
You got a
someone
few-
called me, man. Sorry,
Yeah.
someone called me, man.
We
But
figured
yeah,
it's
man,
all
let
good.
me know if the youngin want to get some work in. I got him. I got all the equipment. I got everything we need. All you got to do is show up. So
Yeah, I'm
So let me
like,
know.
son.
and
Jordan
and
Hall.
and we ain't no charge, no nothing. Now if we got
yeah.
15 kids, 15, 20 kids out there, then we got to have a conversation. But if it's just me and your youngin, then we just going to get some work in, man. And that's just my way of giving back to the game.
I'm gonna tell my son, I'm like, listen, Jordan Hall said he will work with you. I'm like, all right, hold on, Bad. Let me turn YouTube on real quick. You see this? Jordan Hall, just so he appreciates it. Now that's dope, man. I appreciate you for that. Thank you.
And I mean that, man. Like I mean that. We can go to the closest field to y'all. I'll pull up. It don't matter. If you got some buddies that want to get some work in, it's just all about getting work in. I respect people that want to put the work in to get where they want to get, and I'm just willing to help, man. I wasn't I started as a 2-star, worked my way to a 3-star, then came out as a 4-star on Scout and Rival. So I'm like, it was just something I'm seeing. I'm seeing guys in my league who, like, bro, you're a 4-star? Come on, bro. So I just did what I had to do. I didn't really go to no camps. It was just from putting the work in, and that's it, man. Just a lot of game. So I want to give back to the game that got me where I'm at. I ain't saying I'm where I want to be, but I'm in a good position, and we're trending upwards to where we want to be. And it came from the game of football, man, and it saved my life. And whoever want to utilize that to get to the next level they want to get to, I'm willing to help. So, and I don't need anything for it. Unless if we're talking over 20. If we're talking over 20, then we'll have to have a conversation. But if
That's a camp. That's a
yeah,
camp.
that's what I'm saying. But if it's your son and a couple of his homies and his couple of his boys, and we just gonna get work in, good work, and then we gonna come back the next day, and that's it, man. I'm not really looking to profit from helping guys reach their goals. I'm really just looking to give back to the game to help me get where I'm at. So that's it, man. So just let me know. You got my direct contact, and that'll be that.
I appreciate you, man. So listen, last super chat, the Texas fan came back. Jordan, he said, don't forget last time Texas came to the shoe, Limas. That's a dirty word, Quentin. How dare you bring that up? Limas Swede. That was terrible, man.
Okay, you trying to cut deep.
I think he
You
was
trying to cut
out
deep.
of bounds. I think he was out of bounds, man. Limas Swede was out of bounds.
Yeah, no, he's trying to cut deep, but
he definitely tried.
You living in the past, my brother. You heard me on here say we living in the present and the future. The past is the past, and okay, we salute you. We'll tip our cap to that. But next Saturday, I think y'all in for it, man. I truly think they in for it. I think this team's hungry. I think we got a lot of young guys who didn't play a lot last year that want to prove a point, and they hear all the they got this, they got 3 of the top 5 defend. Like we're gonna be ready for you guys. So I hope, I can tell by how Coach Day's talking that the guys are ready, how Coach Hartline's talking, and obviously Coach Hartline's a new OC, but if y'all think Coach Day ain't gonna be involved in the first half of the season, y'all are crazy. Y'all are crazy. Coach Day's a play caller and offensive coordinator by trade. So he'll be heavily involved until I would say mid-season, if not farther, if not all the season. So yeah, no, you good. We don't forget the last time y'all came, but we talking about this time y'all coming.
Exactly.
So no, but yeah, respect to y'all for that dub. Cool. We'll see y'all next Saturday.
Absolutely.
Which I'm so glad that football is here. And my Steelers are on right now.
Nevada, you got anything on that before we bang out?
Hey, like I said, that was 20 years ago. As long as Vince Young, prime Vince Young doesn't run through the door next Saturday, I think we're going to be okay. So, I think, it's new day. 2 decades ago, turn the page. And we did get
Yep.
him back the next year in Austin too. So it's not like
Yes,
Hey,
we
who
did.
is that? That's Quinn. Quinn, I appreciate your history, but when we get this dub, make sure you hop back on here
Yeah, exactly.
and let us know that you remember the last time in the shoe after next Saturday.
I
That's
love
all
it.
I ask.
I
That's all
love
I
it.
ask. That's all I ask.
And no disrespect, but Max Clear ain't Ryan Hamby. We gonna be all right. So
And that's
just
another thing
saying.
people forgetting. And Marlon Graham.
Oh
Keep
yeah,
keep
he
keep
gonna be
keep
a
your
dog.
eyes open for Marlon Graham, bro. I think he's gonna be one of the ones who I'm a big fan of Brandon Ennis. I think
Let's go,
I think he's
Nevada.
like I'm a big fan of him, man. I think he's obviously
Same.
Jeremiah and Cornell Tate, but
Yeah.
I think Brandon Ennis, bro, he's just been like a true teammate. It hasn't been his time until I think this year,
Yep.
but he's the first one to celebrate. Like that's what I pay attention to. Like when other people score, who's the first person to go celebrate with them? Who's the first person to,
Yep.
you know what I mean? It's like that's something I pay attention to. Who's someone who's excited for making a play on special teams? Brandon Ennis. I
Yep.
cannot wait. I was so happy when we got him from recruiting. I follow recruiting. Um, he's a 5-star. People don't understand that. Marlon Graham was a 5-star. So like I'm so excited to see those guys, man. I've been hearing good things about how he's grown, and it reminds me of me a little bit. Um, just coming in and having to grow into your role, right? Some people like it was me and TP in high school. He was a 5-star at in Miami or Fort Lauderdale, 954. And coming here and not really being the main guy for the first 2 years, and now he's in his role. I respect that, bro. He didn't jump in the portal. He didn't. I respect that, man, because he wanted to be a Buckeye. He wants to be coached by some of the best coaches and follow the trend of first rounders coming from Ohio State, and that's important to me, man. Like I respect that so much because it's so easy to hop in the portal, go to somewhere you can get 80 catches, 1,200 yards, and do what you got to do. But he wanted to be a Buckeye. He's a captain this year, and um, salute to him, man. I truly like. He's one of my favorite guys. Like how you guys have a couple favorite guys. I have a couple on my own as well, and he's Brandon Ennis, man. I'm hoping he balls out this year, man.
Yeah.
I hope he balls, man. He's been a captain. He's been excited for everybody else making plays the first 2 years he's been there and coming in as a 5-star and not being like, yeah, I deserve this, I deserve that, and just truly earning and working for the role that he's gonna have this year, man. And then he got next year too if he needs it. So like I'm excited for him. If he listens to this, man, be in this, do your thing, bro. I'm gonna be rooting for you. I'm cheering for you. Obviously, everyone knows about Jeremiah Smith and Carnell Tate and the running backs and Max Clare and everybody else, and you kind of flying under the radar, man. Just pop out. Sometimes you got to pop out and show people, you know. So pop out, bro. You're a 5-star. Do your thing this year, man. I'm rooting for you. Everybody's rooting for you. I feel like B Moses, the way when I said his name, you're rooting for him. So
Yeah.
we just want to see him do well. I was a captain myself as well, so um, wishing the best for you, brother.
Yeah, Nevada will tell you, man. I've been bigging up Brandon Ennis for a minute.
Yeah,
I got the same excitement. His leadership, you know,
yeah.
what I'm saying everything. Like I went to the practice, saw him live in person, commanding his teammates, catching everything. He looked like a pro out there. I'm so excited about Brandon Ennis. So yeah, we share that excitement, bro, for sure. And the Texas fan, he followed up and said he'll be here. Thanks for the 499, Quentin. He said, I'll be here. All right, brother.
That's
Win or
cool.
lose, come back. All
Yeah,
right.
yeah. And what is that? Quinn 9514. I got you. If
Yep.
I'm ever on here and I see you, pop back on here, bro. And we'll and
Yeah.
we'll and we'll follow up
Yeah, but no, that's cool. He's been a cool Texas fan, man. I appreciate the back and forth, man. This is
for
good
sure.
natured fandom, so I appreciate that. But listen, we're gonna go ahead and close it out. This was a great show as I expected. We've been waiting for this show, and we gotta have Jordan back. Shoot, I mean, maybe even have him back after the Texas game. We'll see how things go. But yeah, man, I appreciate the chat. The chat loved you. They want to see you back, so we gotta work that out. Nevada, any last words before we hop off?
No, just Jordan, really sincere thank you. Thank you for your time at Ohio State. and thank you for your graciousness and your time coming on, and
Yeah.
your giving heart, and you're willing to give back to everything. Just really, we didn't love you before, we even love you more now. So we just really appreciate you
Yes, sir.
being here, and just thanks for your time.
Yeah, man, I appreciate it, man. Anytime you guys want me to hop on, just let me know. I told B Moses out whenever, man. Honestly, I want to be back on. I want to get into podcasting myself. So just let me know, man. I'll hop on. Let me know about the kids. If you know any other kids that want to get some work in, let me
Oh, I
know.
do. I
Um,
already know.
and like we're not looking to profit off this. We're just looking to give back and help kids reach their goals. So just let me know about that. And if you want me to hop on here, I'll definitely hop on anytime for sure. Like this is fun to me. I love talking ball. I love football. It helped me get to where I'm at today. Like I can talk for like we could probably like it's 9:50. I could stay on here till ain't no telling, ain't no time and talk ball. So
Yeah.
no, I appreciate you guys. I appreciate the fans, all the fans, you guys included. Because that's what you guys are, is big fans, and that's why you spread so far, and that's why people buy into what you talk about every day, because you're truly great fans and you love the game, you love the Buckeyes, and as a player, we love you guys as well. And the fans were one of the major reasons I came here, along with Coach Tressel. And man, I'm just honestly grateful for all the people I've met, you guys included, the
Yeah.
fans, the players, the coaches, like everything, man. So I'm honestly just grateful to be here. I've been kind of under the radar for a long time. Buckeye fans
Yeah.
probably were wondering what we doing, but um, we're making things happen and we're doing okay, and we're just trying to give back now. So um, I'm here. I have social media. I have everything. I have B Moses has my phone number. If anybody needs it, just reach out, man. Anything I can do to help give back, and um, we're willing to do it, man. So I'm just grateful and blessed to be in the situation I'm in, and want to do what I can to help other people reach the goals that I've reached and expand on that. So I appreciate you guys for sure.
Yeah, man. So y'all heard it here. Jordan, he'll be around. He'll be back. Great show tonight. Love y'all, Scoot family. And we'll be back next time. Peace. Go Bucks.